Howdy, howdy, y'all. It's Shana from Creative Chaos in Tennessee, and today I'm back with another embellishment. I'm going to show you guys how to put together. This one is a stuffed pig from, it's actually part of, I think, a baby girl collection over on marjorieanndesigns.com. I'll try to remember to post a link to it below. But this is the adorable little pig. Isn't it cute? I love it. This is the first time I've ever did stitching on a piece. I stuck it on my sewing machine and sewed. So I'm just going to show you guys. I've already inked everything. Now, don't be shocked, but I did use Picked Raspberry Distress Oxide to ink it instead of my normal gathered twigs or black soot. I know, shocker. Okay, so there is a little bit of madness to the method, I guess. You need to put it together in a certain order. Now, let's see here. I'll lay all the pieces out so y'all can see what we're working with. And then these, okay. So this one's the head, the body, the feet. Instead of stopping, trying to make sure we're in screen. Instead of stopping to sew this on my sewing machine, I already have one done. And I'll show y'all what I did with that. Okay, so I ended up just sewing it on some zip strips out of my stash because it made it easier. I just glued it up so it could be lined up to run it through the machine because it's easier to pull this strip through. So that's just a little tip if you decide to do this this way. And then all I have to do is just trim it off to get my pieces. And the head and the belly and all that is all lined up stitch wise. So that is good. This is super, super cute. I'm doing it for a swap on Swap Addicts Anonymous. I will try to remember to post that link also over on Facebook. It is a exceptional swap group. One of the best I've ever been in, and I've been in a lot. Pieces wise, they're always top quality stuff that, like what people buy off of Etsy and pay 10 bucks for. So these are really nice pieces that you get. Alright, so I have all of this. So first I'm going to do the legs. And I'm just gluing these ones on. The nice thing about this one is that you do have a base to glue to. Got a little extra piece probably from my Cricut. Alright, and then this one. And you could totally, if you didn't want to do stitching, I just wanted to try something different. Whenever I saw that it was supposed to be a stuffed animal on the cut file picture, it has like stitching on there, but I guess they used like a pen to do the stitching. And you could totally do that. If you had a stamp, you could like stamp the stitching on there also. So lots of ways that you could do it and still get the cute little look of a stuffed animal. Alright, I got that part. Then you need to put on the ear, because the head's going to have to lay over that. And then you put this part on for the ear. And you can kind of see how everything just lines up evenly. Alright, and then of course this ear is folded over. So first we're going to add this to here. I don't know. I didn't quite figure it out. I think I'm doing it wrong. But it shows it there. So all it's supposed to be doing is barely peeking out there to look like the fold on the inside of the ear where it's folded over. So I'm fine with it like that. Like I said, I don't know if it's exactly right, but and I'm being generous with the glue since I am gluing down kind of multiple layers that has thread on it. It has the zip strip on it. So I just want to make sure that's going to stay. Okay. So then I'm going to add the arms. And I am using a little bit of foam tape on here for different things. So I'm just going to put some right there and right here for to help hold the hands. And then I'm going to add a little bit of glue to the front because it's going to get glued in here. Now, you could totally pose the arms ever how you wanted to. This is just how it shows. You could totally change the arms around and have it holding its arms up. You know, you can get a little creative with it and just work with it. And then you're going to glue this one in. And I like to glue them a little bit different just so it gives some variation so everything's not all straight, because that's kind of what gives it its character. And then this is the ear flap, and I am going to use some foam tape on it. And I don't need that patch. This was the patch that I ended up already sewing in on this one, so that one will get used for a different one. It'll go with these parts. Alright, so then the flat end goes on the flat end. And it's probably hard to see the little extra piece we added in on camera, but in person you can see it. It's just a subtle difference there. Alright, and then you're going to do the mouth. And this part just glues to that one. So I just barely put glue down this edge. And then I'm just going to hold this on here just to form the mouth. Or the snout, rather. Alright, and then I'm going to add in my glue dots to put my little nose. Alright, so there's the snout made, and then I'm going to just add a little piece of foam tape to the back to pop it up. And then add it on here. And then I'm going to add his eyes in. I don't know if I told y'all the saga of this missing tool, but I did find it. I was so excited. I thought I had thrown it in the trash or Pip had stolen it, but I ended up finding it in my sequins box that holds all my little sequin things. I hadn't used it in weeks, which had been missing for a while, and I had them out the other day, and lo and behold, there it was. I happened to glance over and see it. It fell down in the very crack of it, and I was so excited. Okay, I know, over a pencil, but it makes my life so much easier. This is just the hair, and it's just a hot mess, but you're gluing the whole bottom half of it, according to the picture, down anyway, so I didn't bother messing with all that. It's just to give it a little more personality. You could totally leave it off if you wanted to. I just decided I was going to add it in. Alright. Now, last but not least is adding in all the little details. So, I'm just going to use my chalk like normal in my little tool here. And I'm just going to go in on his cheeks. And I just like to go back in and I rub it so that it's not as much, you know, so it looks more natural. Because, you know, pigs blush and all that, and, you know, it just, they need it. But if you go in and it's too much, well, you can do this with chalk. With ink and stuff, maybe Distress Oxide ink, you could do the same a little bit and get away with it. But if you add too much, you can always just take a glue eraser. They do have these at Dollar Tree now for $1.25. But you can take a glue eraser and just go over it a little bit, and it will take it right off. As you can tell now, you can't even tell that I did it. So that's an easy fix for stuff. Or if there was a little bit of glue on there and your chalk got in it and it made a harsh line, or, you know, whatever, it's easy to fix. Try to make them match on both sides. He's really blushing. He's so embarrassed. Okay. So, and then I'm just going to take my white pen and I'm going to go in and do all my little details that I normally like to do. I'm going to draw in his eyes and go around his ears. You know, just the little highlights. Here I wanted to just add some X's so that it resembled the stitching. And of course I could go back in if I really wanted to and, you know, do some stitching around the ear and stuff like that. But that is a lot of work for that little bitty piece. And then trying to run each one through. So we're going to fake it on that part. But I really like how this turned out. I sometimes doubt myself on some of my crazy ideas on how to do things, but I sent it to the lady who runs Swap Addicts Anonymous, Sharon, and she was like, it is fantastic. So that helps me feel better about my crazy ideas. So look how cute. Okay, so if you want to have a chance to win one of these little guys, just leave me a comment below, and I will do the drawing on the last day of the month. You have a month to claim it, and if not, then I'll give it away again on the next month. So just leave me a comment, and let me know if you enjoyed this, if you like seeing me put these together, or if there's something else you prefer to see me put together. So, until next time, bye y'all.